activating the portal now, but it's going to take some time. Make sure the Zin don't destroy it while I establish the link.
Saucers, Imp! Matt, is there any way you can help Kinsey and speed up the process?
Not from in here!
Kinsey will be fine. We need your help with the fighting right now. Besides, figured you two were used to working like this.
Actually, I usually never go in the field with Aja.
Exciting, isn't it?
Not the exact words I'd use.
Hasn't anyone?
Alien plane!
Got it. Should start seeing...
Are those Killer Saints robots?
Yeah, but in overcoming the nightmare, they're now on your side.
On to the next portal then?
Hold on, someone's going to have to stay to make sure this one stays open.
Don't worry, I can keep these things in line. Take Matt with you to the next portal.
Right. Just keep yourself alive. We'll see you when we're all out of here.
The second portal is over by the arena.
I'm not sure I want to see what's in the next portal.
Oh, don't worry so much. Besides, it's not like it's going to hurt you or anything.
Still, there's certain people I'd rather not run into again.
Come on, you kicked Killbane's ass in that game.
Actually, you did. You're the one who made all the choices for me.
Hey, we don't even know if it's going to be Killbane.
Besides, it's not like there's gonna be an army of him pouring up from the portal.
Really have to put that image in my head?
Oh, come on, you big baby. Okay, this is it. Start clearing the area.
Think I figured that one out.
I'm trying to be helpful, you know.
Give her a break, mate. She's under a lot of pressure.
Okay, I'm sorry. Kinsey, you're up.
Starting linking sequence now.
So for all the shit I've given you, I gotta say, you done a damn good job for us, Matt.
Hold on, is this gonna be some bonding moment for the two of us?
Well, not anymore. So close. Don't worry, everyone loses to me.
There we go.
I like them much better when they're not holding me prisoner.
I take it you'll be good on your own?
I have an army now. I'll be fine. Just make sure you follow the plan. Kinsey will get you to Zinyak, I'm sure of it.
Thanks, Matt. Try not to have too much fun. One more portal, right?
Yep, and it's working. The whole system is working overtime just to keep from falling apart.
So this last portal isn't gonna start pouring out annoyingly friendly people from that boring-ass town I was trapped in, right?
What? Oh, God, no. You think I'd want to see that place any more than you would?
I don't know. Maybe you miss wearing that.
Finish that last sentence and you'll be missing a few limbs when you wake up. And don't worry, I'm linking this last one to someplace special.
Oh, I love it when you get all evil genius on me.
time to charge.
Chance. This is getting ugly real quick.
Looks like they're throwing the kitchen sink at you.
Whatever you're planning better be good.
Oh, it is.
Easy.
You may want to get clear of the portal. No, really. Get clear of the portal.
Holy shit, is that Paul?
Told you!
Kinsey, I just may cry a little.
Well, it's working. The simulation is shutting down.
Well, that's good, right?
Yes, except it's collapsing faster than anticipated, and if you don't get out soon, your mind will get trapped inside. So get moving!
Shit. Make sure the others get out too.
Already done. They were both close to exits.
I'm at the... What the fuck?
It closed on me. You'll have to try another one. Just keep moving!
Must move faster, must move faster.
You're almost there! You can make...
Did it work?
We bought ourselves a window, but you gotta move fast.
What's the plan?
We're gonna kill a lot of aliens.
I like it.
To get to Zinyak's throne room, you'll need a spacesuit and some weapons for destroying the ship's outer defenses. The schematics show an armory not too far in. I'd head there and see what you can find.
You heard the lady. Let's move. Better you than me.
Yep, you still got it.
Kinsey, are you guys shooting at this ship?
No, why?
With all these explosions, either it's under attack or it's coming apart.
There's a lot of power being rerouted to fixing what we did to the simulation. Guessing it's causing surges throughout the ship.
So we're not blowing up.
Well, I can't guarantee that, but most likely you're fine.
It's very reassuring. So what are we hoping to find here?
Anything that'll get us to Zinyak.
Or that'll help blow shit up.
Yeah, that'd probably do the trick.
Hey, sounds good to me.
But do we know what that's gonna be?
Oh, I'm hoping it'll be a robot.
A robot wouldn't help you in space. What you need is...
Let me guess. Power armor.
Actually, I was going to say a spacesuit and a really big gun. You should be coming up on the armory now.
We see the door. America! Hell yeah! Small problem, Kinsey. It's locked.
Damn it! The door override is on a closed system. You're on your own for this one.
Shit, let me try.
All right, we'll keep the Zin off you. Just get that door open.
Over on the right! What's going to happen when we find Zinyak?
We kill the bastard.
I hope you'd have more of a plan than that.
Nope, it's the only plan I need. Zinyak doesn't have a chance.
They're coming from the left, player. Any progress, Gat?
If by progress you mean this thing is pissing me off, then yeah, lots.
Easy.
Fuck this, I'm shooting.
Well, that's one way to do it.
All right, cover me while I grab what I can. Then I want you both back on the ship.
Don't worry about us, just get going.
Kinsey, you'll never believe this.
It's a robot, isn't it?
Kinsey, it's power armor.
No way.
Now this is what I'm talking about.
You got the touch. You got the power. Yeah!
Time to finish this fight.
Okay, now all you need to do is make it through the ship's infrastructure, take out all its defenses, and thereby clear a path for us to get to Zinyak.
Oh, is that all? Easy enough. You pick the others up?
Yep, everyone's on board. We'll be right behind you as you clear a path. You're coming up on the defense grid. Touch those beams and you'll be fried.
Nobody said anything about death lasers.
Break the rules. Take the heat. You're nobody's fool.
We're almost to you.
I might want to hold that thought. The way through is closing off.
Damn, they activated the blast shield. You'll have to land and find a way to override it.
What?
You have power armor, so it's gotta have some weapons and powers built in. Use them.
Superpowers in the real world? I should have let you build me power armor years ago. I'm not seeing a control panel anywhere.
Try to find the power conduits and use your suit to overload them.
You got the heart. You got the motion.
Better you than me.
You know that when things get too tough, you got the cash.
This is pissing them off. Wow, looks like that did it.
Yes, you should be clear to get to the throne room now. We'll keep following and meet you there.
I think Zinyak's ship's seen better days.
You could come for me, but you don't stand a chance.
One shall stand, one shall fall.
Why throw away your life so recklessly, Saint?
That's a question you should ask yourself. Kinsey, how do I get into Zinyak's throne room?
Honestly, I can't find a way to open it up.
Then don't worry about it, Kinsey. I have another plan.
You got the heart. You got the motion.
Here I come, Zinyak!
Know that when things get too tough.
Quite the entrance.
I figured you had a flair for the dramatic.
Oh, you know me so well.
I'm really gonna miss these bonding sessions when I kill you.
Look at you. Mercutio to my Tybalt.
Don't be too excited. Tybalt dies at the end.
I'm surprised you knew that.
I didn't. Kinsey told me over the radio.
Well, at least you're honest.
Always. That way you know I'm not lying when I say I'm gonna rip your goddamn head off.
You're adorable. Zinjai,
Yes, Your Excellency.
is the Empire watching?
Of course, Your Excellency.
Humanity is dead, my friend. The time has come for you to follow suit.
Well, wasn't expecting that. Let's do this.
Once I kill you, my whole empire will see the futility of humanity's last stand. Here and now, I shall show the Zin Empire once more why they serve me.
You didn't give them a choice. It's time that changed.
Oh, please. I have conquered countless worlds. Only your pride makes you think the Saints could defeat me.
Zinyak, this isn't pride. This is wrath.
There is no universe in existence where you could defeat me. Killing you will be my greatest triumph. By all means, continue this futile attempt. Do not think you are gaining any ground here, Saint. It seems you will die alone in the cold emptiness of space.
Come on, Zinyak, is that all you got?
You think you're winning, don't you? How amusing. I do hope you like my latest creations. They're very friendly.
What the hell are those for?
Readings on those CIDs are showing high amounts of explosives inside. I would not let them get close.
Well, great. Thanks for the tip. Nothing I do can get past that shield. Open to ideas here.
Those CIEs seem to be able to pass through unhindered. Perhaps throwing them back would work.
Alright, I'll give it a try, but I'll need that shield down eventually.
Very well. I will attempt to find the power sources generating the shield.
Keep me posted.
Clever, but ultimately futile.
Even your technology won't save.
We'll see about that.
The fuck? Oh, that's just not fair! I am awesome! Seems your suit's having some problems.
No, my dear saint. I am not the one with the problem. You forget. I have an army at my command.
How about you fight me on your own, Zinyak?
And deny my people the enjoyment of aiding their beloved leader? I think not.
I think your people would get over it. Yep, I did that.
I have succeeded in unlocking the shield generators. Disable them, and the shield should go down.
Hear that, Zinyak? I'm coming for you.
Don't expect it to be that easy.
Oh, shit. Guys, I could really use some help in here. Kinsey, Matt, Kate, anyone.
To paraphrase the writer William Shakespeare, all that lives must die, even a saint.
Sorry we're late.
Time to get this shit started.
We're here, boss.
Don't worry, we got your back.
What is this intrusion?
Damn, am I glad to see you guys.
Get the fuck away from the boss, assholes.
Draw their fire.
No problem.
Now to get this fucking shield down. Still standing. No more hiding, Zinyak.
This changes nothing.
Your whole empire is about to change. No one's coming to save you now.
The legacy of the Sin Empire will continue to live on. You can kill me. My people will avenge.
Shut the fuck up! This...
Eat what you kill. It's a classic.
So do I get a manservant or what?
Excellency, I'm Zinjai, your personal steward.
All right, CJ, I need you to level with me. How technologically advanced are the Zin?
In our experience, we are the most advanced culture in the known universe.
Zinyak told a friend of mine that he could restore Earth. Was he lying?
A half-truth, Your Excellency. Earth has been atomized. There is no undoing that. However, time travel would allow you to see Earth again before its destruction.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Time travel?
Zinyak was fascinated with Earth culture. He made it a point to go back and build a menagerie of his favorite humans.
Don't tease me, Your Excellency.
Let's go on a field trip.
This is how we do it. It's Friday night and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, so I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. I'll designate a driver, take the keys to my truck. Hit the shop cause I'm faded. The honeys in the streets say money, yeah we made it. It feels so good in my hood tonight. The summertime skirts and the guys in Kanai. All the gangbangers forgot about the drive-by. You gotta get your groove on before you go get paid. So tip up your cup and throw your hands up and let me hear the party say, I'm kinda buzzed and it's all because this is how we do it. Ooh, South Central does it like nobody does. This is how we do it. To all my neighbors, you got much flavor. This is how we do it. Let's flip the track, bring the old school back. This is how we do it. I'm kinda buzzed and it's all because this is how we do it. Ooh, South Central does it like nobody does. This is how we do it. To all my neighbors, you got much flavor. This is how we do it. Let's flip the track, bring the old school back. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. All hands are in the air and wait from here to there. If you're an OG Mac or a wannabe player, you see the hood's been good to me ever since I was a lowercase G. But now I'm a big G. The girls say I got the money, $100 bills, y'all. If you were from where I'm from, then you would know that I gotta get mine in a big black truck. You can get yours in a 6-4. Whatever it is, the party's underway. So tip up your cup and throw your hand up and let me hear the party say, I'm kinda buzzed and it's all because this is how we do it. Ooh, South Central does it like nobody does. This is how we do it. To all my neighbors, you got much flavor. This is how we do it. And I'll never go back on an old school track now. This is how we do it. I'm kinda buzzed and it's all because this is how we do it. Ooh, South Central does it like nobody does. This is how we do it. To all my neighbors, you got much flavor. This is how we do it. Let's flip the track, bring the old school back. This is how we do it. I said I'm kinda buzzed, it's all because this is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does. Nobody does. YND, FCC. This is all my homies. I'll never come back on an old school track. This is how we do it. Check it. Once upon a time in 94, Montel made no money and Love Show was sell. And all they said was 6'8" East School. And people thought the music that he made was good. The Liver DJ and Paul was his name. He came up to money, this is what he said. You and LG are gonna make some cash. Sell a million records and we're making a dash. Oh, I'm buzzing because this is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does. Nobody does. To all my neighbors, you got much flavor. This is how we do it. And I'll never go back on an old school track now. This is how we do it. And I'm kinda buzzed, it's all because this is how we do it. South Central does it like no. Oh, it's party time. This is how we do it. And I'm straight up coming from the west side. This is how we do it.
Have you ever met a girl that you tried to date?
But a year to make love, she wanted you to wait.
Let me tell you a story of my situation. I was talking to this girl from the U.S. nation.
The way that I met her was on tour at a concert. She had long hair and a short mini skirt.
I just got on stage, dripping, pouring with sweat. I was walking through the crowd, and guess who I met?
I whispered in her ear, come to the picture booth so I can ask you some questions to see if you're 100 proof.
I asked her name, she said blah blah blah. She got 9, 10 pence and a
I took a couple of flicks and she was enthused. I said, how do you like the show? She's very amused.
I started throwing bass, she started throwing back mid-range. But when I sprung the question, she acted kind of strange.
Then when I asked, do you have a man, she tried to pretend. She said, no, I don't. I only have a friend.
Come on, I'm not even going for it. This is what I'm going to say.
You got
what I need. But you say he's just a friend. And you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. But you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby,
you got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. But you say he's just a friend. Oh man, that is some fucked up shit, man. I don't know how guys come in and rap and do that shit, man.
Oh God.
Yeah, come on, Pierce, let's do this.
Pierce, you sure this isn't like weird?
Oh, yeah?
You do it.
Oh, here's Washington on the rap, so mic it. Here's a little story and you're sure to like it. Swift and sly and it's time to play with the president of the USA.
Baby, it seems we never, ever agree. You like the movies and I like TV.
I take them serious and you take them light.
get together, it just all works out. I take 2 steps forward, I take 2 steps back. We come together cause opposites attract, and you know it ain't fiction, just a natural fact. We come together cause opposites attract. Who'd have thought we could be lovers? She makes the bed and he steals the covers. She likes it neat and he makes a mess. I take it easy, baby, I get obsessed. She's got the money and he's always broke. I don't like cigarettes and I like to smoke. Things in common, there just ain't a one. But when we get together, we have nothing but fun. I take 2 steps forward, I take 2 steps back. We come together cause opposites attract, and you know it ain't fiction, just a natural fact. We come together cause opposites attract.
Oh, you know it, baby. Hit that groove part.
You know it, you know it. Baby, nothing in common, but this trust. I'm like a minus, she's like a plus. One going up, one coming down, but we seem to land on common ground. When things go wrong, we make corrections to keep things moving in the right direction. Try to fight it, but I'm telling you, Jack, it's useless. Opposites attract. Baby, ain't it something how we lasted this long? You and me proving everyone wrong. Don't think we'll ever get our differences patched. Don't really matter cause we're perfectly matched. Now I take 2 steps forward, I take 2 steps back. That's right. We come together cause opposites attract, and you know it ain't fiction, just a natural fact. We come together cause opposites attract. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. That's right. We come together cause opposites attract, and you know it ain't fiction, just a natural fact. We come together cause opposites attract.
That's the fade? Are you still singing up? Come together! Man, ain't no music, man. You still
Oh my God, that's the worst thing I've ever done.
Nice one.
I could stay awake just to hear you breathing. Watch you smile while you are sleeping, while you're far away and dreaming. I could spend my life in this sweet surrender. I could stay lost in this moment forever. Every moment spent with you is a moment I treasure. Don't wanna close my eyes, I don't wanna fall asleep, cause I miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Cause even when I dream of you, the sweetest dream would never do. I'd still miss you, baby. Don't wanna miss a thing. Lying close to you, feeling your heart beating, and I'm wondering what you're dreaming, wondering if it's me you're seeing. Then I kiss your eyes and thank God we're together. And I just wanna stay with you in this moment forever, forever and ever. I don't wanna close my eyes, I don't wanna fall asleep, cause I miss you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing. Cause even when I dream of
When the novelty of shaping history wore off, the Saints remembered the words of Zinjai.
Is this all of them?
It's hard to say, Your Excellency. Zinyak was a long-time collector.
And that, my friends, is how I first met the Saints.
From an early age, my father instilled a pride and patriotism in me that carried me far in life. I dedicated myself to serving the crown. I don't regret it, though it's not been without its challenges. One of those challenges was working with the Saints in taking down Cyrus Temple. When Matt Miller came on as my field coordinator, he had a lot of opinions about the 3rd Street Saints. I've always liked Matt, but I admit he's easily wounded and a bit tetchy when it comes to past offenses. Still, he managed to set some low expectations for that first mission with the Saints. I'm a creature of habit, of structure, which doesn't fit well with the Saints' MO. They have their way of doing things, and at times, I have no idea what they're thinking, or of their infatuation with those god-awful freckle bitches' hamburgers. But when it comes down to it, they get things done. That's impressive, and I'm not easily impressed.
I built, I watched, and then I acted. That's how I brought the Vice Kings up to be one of the strongest crews in Stillwater. Only problem was my lieutenants didn't have the same patience. That bitch Tanya drove a wedge between Tony and Warren. Then she convinced Warren to try and take me out, only to stab him in the back and take it all for herself. I may have lost the Vice Kings, but killing her almost made it worth the trouble. Good thing the player was there to help. After the fall of the Vice Kings, I figured it was time to get out of the game. Living the life I had, I didn't want all that experience to go to waste. Figured a book would allow me to work out my demons and show the world what the game took from me. Didn't know it'd take off so well. Shit. If I had known back then what I do now, probably would have gone legit sooner. I always knew the Saints were ambitious, but I never thought I'd see them end up in the White House. And when the player called me saying how they couldn't do it without me, how could I say no? Thought maybe I was in line for vice president, but I guess Keith beat me to it. Still, being the president's chief of staff certainly had its perks. Not bad for a kid from Sunnyvale Gardens.
When I first signed on to head the Stag Initiative, I figured it would be a cushy job. After all, pitting a military organization against common street thugs seemed like a one-sided battle. The Saints changed that perspective quickly. Monica Hughes had no idea what she was sending me into. The leader of the Saints is insane. We expected them to tear through Steelport, but no one knew what they were really capable of. After they destroyed that aircraft carrier, Hughes should have approved the data list right then and there. I'll never regret that night I had with Kia. She opened my eyes to things I'd only seen in Guam. What does she call it? A helicopter. There's no way they teach that in basic training.
I gotta admit, I didn't think much of the boss when they first joined the crew. I thought there was no way they were gonna make it through being canonized, let alone be any help taking over Stillwater. Hell, they didn't even talk back then. But after that shit with the Vice Kings, I knew we found ourselves one hell of a saint. There's nothing the boss can't do. Things ain't ever been easy for the Saints. First, we lost Lynn to the Rollers back in Stillwater. And then Julius tried blowing up the boss and the Saints fell apart. And after getting the crew back together, the Brotherhood had Carlos killed and... Aisha. Well, I lost her to the Ronin. And then fucking Philippe Loren tried taking me out, only to have Zinyak come in and snatch me from the Saints anyway. Like I said, shit's always been rough. Aisha's death, it hit me really hard. I thought I'd made peace with it, but Zinyak's fucking simulated hell took its toll. You know, I know the whole point was that I'd never be able to save her, but that shit would never stop me from trying. The boss didn't show up to help. I don't know how much longer I could have kept it together.
When the Vice Kings stopped being about protecting Sunnyvale, I knew it was time to get out of the game. I was hoping that Benjamin could keep the city locked down, but years passed, and it ended up being the same old shit. Only this time, the victims were the people in Saints Row. I thought the Vice Kings was a cautionary tale that I learned something from. That if I built a new street gang, I could control it, not make the same mistakes King did. I was so fucking naive. I knew early on what it was I let loose on Stillwater. The Playa was reckless and uncaring. Left a wake of bodies pointing right back at us. Think more of the city was destroyed than saved in the end. Sure, the Saints were taken over, but at what cost? I couldn't risk letting a sociopath run things, so I did what I had to do. Never thought the bastard would survive the explosion. I don't regret much. You make your choices, you live with them. But if I could take anything back, it would be the way things ended up with Angela. It was all fun and games for her. She wanted to be just like Benjamin. I shouldn't have let her get in so deep.
Okay, I'm going to say this again. Why did we work with Matt Miller? Did everyone forget what he did to me back before I joined the Saints? I mean, come on! He set me up to be fired from the FBI and got all my ideas completely discredited just because they think I'm into kink? The truth of that aside, he ruined my life and now he's a good guy? This just isn't fair! First, I told the FBI. Then I told the Saints. Then I told the President and the entire Secret Service, and still they wouldn't listen. Now here we are, abducted by aliens and trapped in technology far beyond what we had on Earth. You know, if I'd only got the budget for my planetary defense system, we wouldn't be stuck up here dealing with the Zin. I mean, it would only have cost $3.1 billion. Hey, I tried to warn the military, but they didn't want to listen to the press secretary. Oleg is one of the best things that ever happened to me, and right now it feels like the worst. I'm up here trying to save us from captivity and psychological torture, and all I can think about is him. He's the only one who ever truly understood what I was saying. I never thought I'd meet someone with an intelligence nearly matching my own who made me feel like I wasn't constantly missing something in my life. Now I am. Now I miss him.
When I heard the Saints were back in Stillwater, I figured it couldn't hurt to have a little more muscle on the Brotherhood side. 2080 was a fair split for a bunch of has-beens from the row. After all, we were the strongest crew in the city. What do we have to fear from them? If their leader wasn't such a greedy asshole, maybe things wouldn't have escalated like they did. After what the Saints did to my face, they had to expect a little payback. Carlos was an easy target and hurt their boss the most. But Jessica? That was going too far. Then Vogel rips off my shipment after letting my crew get killed. I wasn't about to let the Brotherhood go down because of some prick in a suit. I thought I had that Saint dead to rights. I mean, they couldn't kill me in my own home. What chance did they have to survive my trap? I had the perfect setup. Even used the truck that killed Jessica for a little poetic justice. But it didn't matter. I lost. Fucking Saints.
I'd say it's a tough world for someone to live in, but I'd be lying. Well, if they were the god of the cyber world like I was, that is. Put me in front of the latest technology and there wasn't anything I couldn't do. Even the FBI couldn't stop me. Believe me, they tried. Kinsey Kensington came close, but a few additions to her file and some photos, and even she couldn't come close to crashing my fun. Probably why I was recruited into the Syndicate in the first place. Working for the Syndicate was a great job. That is until Philippe Loren died, because Kilbane was one scary psychopath. I mean, I watched him kill Kiki right in front of me, and right in front of her own sister. So I went after the Saints instead. Wrong choice on my part, but they let me live. And surprisingly, so did Kilbane. Only option then was to leave the country and hide. How was I supposed to know that MI6 would end up offering me asylum just so they could pair me up with one of their operatives? I mean, Nasha and I got along great, but now I had to work with the government instead of against it. Not usually my cup of tea. Still, I guess it's better than being hunted down by the Saints or Kilbane. I just have to keep myself from pissing off a trained killer is all.
The boss was a lot more hardcore back in the day. Managed to pull the Saints back from the grave. Didn't take any shit from anyone, especially the Brotherhood, the Ronin, or the Sons of Samdi. Hell, anyone that got in the way lost everything they had. Not just their life. Still, it's too bad what happened to Carlos though. He was a good kid. Shandi and I had a relationship. I came up with all the ideas. She got all the credit. Never seemed fair. I guess it worked out in the end though. With me being an international celebrity and all. Okay, maybe it didn't all work out the way I planned. You know, Shandi got a TV show and every guy in the world wanted her. I was doing commercials and barely getting my music off the ground. But still, now I'm the Deputy Chief of Staff for the President of the United States, so that's gotta count for something. Though, I don't think the approval ratings are gonna much matter anymore.
The moment I walked into that underground shithole the crew was setting up in, I knew it all had potential. So the Saints had been out of the game a while. So what? We had the boss and we had Johnny Gat. What more did we need? I knew I was a little rough around the edges, but I was willing to learn. Then the boss goes and throws me the Sons of Samdi. Now that was a drag. I should have known dating that asshole was gonna end badly. Veteran child. What kind of name is that anyway? Sure, he had hookups for some of the best drugs in Stillwater, but that's no excuse. And he comes and tries to kill me? Whatever. He didn't have a chance against the boss. I tried to warn him, but he never listened to me. Only the boss really did. Damn, we had some good parties after all that. Then again, I knew how to have a good time. A little Loa dust, some beer bongs, some hacky sack, and bam! Instant party. We all needed the distraction after taking over Ultor. And distractions are what I do best. I mean, what did any of us know about running a multi-billion-dollar company after all? Though a few hits off the light bulb later, we didn't really care.
It's amazing looking back on how I used to be. Constantly baked out of my mind, always looking for the next party. You'd think after I got my own dating show I would have been even more of a train wreck, but doing TV is hard work. Who has time to go smoke up when they have to be on set at 6 a.m.? Ever since that night on Loren's plane, things haven't been the same. I used to be fun and carefree. I used to smile and laugh. Now I just want everyone to pay for what the Syndicate did. Johnny didn't deserve to die like that. He was the toughest person I knew. And it's my fault. I should have gone back for him. The boss kept the crew together when we landed in Steelport. First, we took out that asshole Philippe, and then Kilbane for what he did to Johnny's funeral. Stag was just icing on the cake, really. I thought I'd be happy with revenge, but it was never the same. Even when the boss won the election and we moved to the White House, I couldn't stop thinking about what Johnny would say about it all.
Putting me in charge of the brothels was the best idea King ever had. There's no way anyone else in Stillwater would have been able to control the girls the way I did. It brought in the money, it brought in the clients, and it would have been the backbone of the Vice Kings if Gat and all the Saints hadn't ruined it all. King never had the control he thought he did over the Vice Kings. It was all me and Warren keeping things running. Well, mostly me. Warren's ego got just as big as Benjamin's in the end. He thought the two of us would rule the city. Guess he didn't know me like he thought he did. Warren, Tony, Alderman Hughes, I had them all wrapped around my finger. They would have died for me. Come to think of it, I guess they did.
I'm not the first actor to move into politics, but I'm one of the better ones. Theater, film, television, animation, commercials. Shit, I've even done video games. Though video games aren't exactly renowned for their storytelling. Still, I'd conquered acting. By the time I got the call from the Saints, I was ready for something new. How did I go from award-winning actor to Vice President of the United States? Hell if I know. But when the head of the Saints calls you up and makes you an offer, well, it's something you consider. I liked the idea of being a statesman, having my name in the history books. It's a hell of a dream. Plus, I look good in a suit. I'd look even better on money. Zinyak kicked the stool out from under my political aspiration when he and his armada showed up. One of the worst things you can do is piss off America. Now, I don't necessarily agree with how the president is handling these things. Seems there must be a better way. I'm not saying I'd do better, but shit, maybe that's exactly what I'm saying. If I had the chance, anyway.